I'm not doing too good.
Oh, why is that, my bald-headed friend?
You chose to do the unthinkable. I've been getting battered, harassed, because you, the white guy, wanted to shed a, I'm not going to call it dark, light on this Pop Smoke situation.
Right.
You know, that, Adam, that's not hip-hop.
You're really going to do this argument that everybody else has already been doing?
It's not hip-hop, Adam.
It's not. What's not hip-hop about it? He killed a famous rapper. It seems like a very important part of the storyline.
You don't think it's distasteful to give that a voice?
I understand that a lot of people think that the purpose of podcasts is to make them feel warm and fuzzy inside and to make them feel like everything in the world is okay. But the truth is that there are important conversations that we need to have that will illuminate and provide insight into what's going on in the world that aren't going to make you feel good. They're actually going to make you confront evil face to face.
So you feel like you should give evil a voice people may say, well, if you do that, you can get on the big platform. Why give it a voice? I mean, at the end of the day, what about Pop Smoke's family and the friends and loved ones? You know what I mean? I mean, listen.
They deserve to know more than anyone else.
Hold on, listen.
Wouldn't you want that information if somebody killed somebody that you loved?
I mean, after all,
wouldn't you want to know who the perpetrator was?
You got you right. And then think about it. Pop Smoke did have a lot of positive messages in his music.
Well, like talking about Dior and shit, wearing cool clothes. I'm sure there was probably some good messages in there.
Yeah, but they're really pissed off. And me personally, it's the part where he says he has no remorse. Why didn't you edit that out when he said that?
I think if you're going into a podcast with somebody who is entirely known because of the evil that they have brought into the world, and then you edit it to make it seem less evil, I mean, why the did you even do it in the first place? To me, it's like, when I went into that conversation, I was expecting him to be more repentant and to probably, like when I asked him, like, if he apologized or if he said sorry, and he basically said no, I was like, oh shit.
So why?
That's a plot twist I did not see coming.
At no time did you say, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have did this. Why didn't you just stop the interview? Just stop. Why didn't you? Because the people in New York are really disgruntled. They're upset. Why didn't you just stop the interview?
I don't really think they are. I think that the hip-hop media landscape, they probably feel pretty uncomfortable with it, but the actual people seem extremely interested in this content. And for sure, from my perspective, when I got done that interview, I said that was a way more emotionally in-depth interview than I expected. It was a lot more illuminating than I expected it to be.
You should have had, my attitude about it, like really, what
would you have done differently?
You know what? Shut up. Wack is back. Listen, when a nigga put in work, he put in work for a reason. All right? Let's stop with all the bullshit. When somebody goes against a man, I know this sounds distasteful. Nobody is apologetic for completing the mission. When our military went out to get bin Laden, right? Saddam Hussein, right? We cheered, we jumped for joy.
That doesn't seem like a fair comparison.
Bin Laden, Saddam Hussein had family too.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
I don't think it's fair to compare Pop Smoke to a terrorist.
What I'm saying is when you set out to get your man.
He didn't set out to get his man.
No, they went on a mission that day.
They went on a robbery mission. They didn't want to kill someone. They went on a mission that day.
Right. And you set out to get your man. The only time a person might feel the least bit remorseful is if a stray hits an innocent bystander. But if you set out to go get your man, when I used to go rabbit and quail hunting, right? I had a 410 shotgun. Shout out to T-Police. We would go up there to Bakersfield, right? And Papa Haynes, and I would stalk that rabbit and that quail. And when I took aim and went boom, with that single shot, and that rabbit did a turtle flip, duck, duck, turtle. I jumped for joy. I was excited.
I don't think that you making this argument is really who I want doing defense for me on this whole controversy, because I think from your perspective, your perspective is like, ooh, LA up 1, New York down.
No.
That feels like the energy that you're giving me, and that is not at all what I was going for.
This ain't what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. And I'm tired of you hypocritical, bust-ass, fake-ass people out there. Don't proclaim to be from the streets, to embrace the streets, to talk that shit in your music about the streets, and be a fan of said individual while he's talking about what he'd do, how he'd do it, how he'd lay it down, how you smoking on Pookie, Rookie, and Dookie, and then when somebody turns his ass into the smoke, or when somebody makes him it, now you're woe is me. Fuck all that. If it's on, it's on.
It just wasn't on, though, right? Like, regardless of whatever war Pop Smoke had going on with his enemies in Brooklyn, this is completely separate from this. If Pop Smoke had got killed by the people he was doing business that he was beefing with, nobody would have an issue with this, or nobody would have so much to say about it.
My number one weapon for these streets is paranoia. I'm never not paranoid.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So y'all got to stop faking.